And welcome back into Cullman today. With this segment, we're going to continue from our first segment. Leah Boland here representing the Cullman Area Chamber of Commerce, and I think you're really going to find this segment interesting. What have we got going on?
You're going to find it interesting too.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, it's hard to know kind of where to start. We're always looking for ways to spotlight what our area has to offer.
Right.
And we have so much to offer. You and I were talking about that in the pre-segment earlier. But the problem is people don't know what we have to offer.
That's right.
And so we're looking for ways to really spotlight that and bring Cullman into that shining light that we know it is, but people just, they haven't experienced it. So
right.
In an effort to really have a retail event, and we're talking our unique shopping experience, our unique dining experiences.
Right.
Several folks at the chamber we've put together something that we think is going to be a really cool event that works currently with what we've got going on.
Right.
And let me back up before I say that. Have you ever been over to Gadsden's First Fridays?
Years ago.
Okay.
Years ago.
Well,
yes.
they got a First Friday. I know Decatur has one. Huntsville has one. Athens, I think, is getting one.
Right.
Homewood. Almost everyone around Muscle Shoals, Scottsboro. In their downtown areas, and these are usually specific to the core of your community, have these extended shopping hours for their downtown.
Sure.
So we're a little bit, you know, lagging behind. So we wanted to come in and figure out a way that we can help our retailers and our restaurants to really boost sales and to bring that spotlight. So we've been looking at what does Cullman have currently going on, and let me ask you something, Debbie.
Okay.
I don't think I've asked you this before. How many restaurants do you think we have in the Central Business District?
In the Central Business, okay, probably 6.
I would
7?
say that's higher than most people have guessed.
Okay.
We have 12.
We do? In the Central?
In the Central Business District, okay, which is very uncommon.
Sure.
And it's a great asset to what we have. And then, you know, there's a new, kind of a new culture that's happening, and that's you've always had your wine tastings, and those are fun to go to.
Right.
But now, because of the new microbrewery push, a lot of folks enjoy tasting the different hop flavors, and you know, and I mean, it's the kind of thing some people swish and spit and do all these other things. So a lot of our restaurants carry the craft beers, not all of them.
Right.
And so what's happening is there's going to be an event, and I think Michael's going to put it up.
Okay.
A drum roll, please.
Yes,
Michael.
absolutely.
Oh, he's running.
He's running
back there to go. He's just was kind of there it is.
I love it.
Called Hops and Shops, and of course, you know, they make that with the little hops, and I didn't even know what a hops looked like until the logo was put together. And it's some kind of a grain,
isn't it? So
it is, and so this is going to be an event that we're going to do here in our community, and it's going to happen every second Thursday.
Okay.
So every second Thursday
night. So not just
night,
one time a year,
no,
but every
second Thursday of the month.
Wow.
Like clockwork. You're going to be able to come downtown.
Okay.
And you're going to be able to enjoy shopping with some, you know, great discounts, great music going on.
Right.
And you're going to be able to come to the Visitor Center, and the Brewers Club is also participating and helping with the event.
Right.
And what they're going to do is they're going to take and give you a wrist bracelet, a map, and a passport, okay? And then they're going to give you a little sample glass that you're going to take around to get your samples, and it'll have the little logo on it. And then you will go to each of those 12 locations, and you'll get your passport stamped at each location you visit. Now, 2 or 3 of those don't carry craft beer.
Right.
They'll have some kind of really cool, like Berkeley Bob's might have a really cool coffee drink, or Johnny's Barbecue might have their truck downtown.
Right.
And so they'll have like a really cool lemonade mocktail or something neat to try.
Sure.
But you'll get your passport stamped. And then at the end of the evening, if you've gotten your passport stamped to all 12 locations, then you'll be entered into a drawing to win dinner for 2.
Neat.
$50 gift certificate to one of those restaurants.
Neat.
In that making, as you're walking to each location, the stores will be open. They'll all have games to play and fun things to do at each place. And so I think it'll be a very festive night.
Absolutely.
And we'll definitely, and now for us Cullmanites, we're really marketing to folks outside of the state and the county too. So you have a lot of visitors coming to the area as it grows. But for you Cullmanites, there is nothing wrong with people's cars. They're not being serviced. People are going to actually be walking around which is uncommon for
very
Cullmanites.
uncommon.
So,
We're
and
so
you know,
spoiled.
I know. So, you know, we walked the whole route yesterday, and it's very easy.
Very easy.
Very easy walk to do.
Tell us sort of, when you say route, tell us where you're going to sort of start.
Well, you can start anywhere you want to.
Okay.
There's no specific place to start. So you
Okay.
pick one, we're going to give you the map, so you pick one of the locations you want to sample.
The general downtown.
Yeah, it's all in that grid of downtown, all walkable.
All walkable,
And so
okay.
you just start at one, and then you make your way to those over
Okay.
the night. You'll have 3 hours to
And the Brewers
to
Guild
do
will
it.
be set up.
They'll be set up at the chamber and the visitor
Okay.
center, and they'll be
Okay.
doing the, you know, all of the craft beer information, and if you have questions about the art, because it's kind of an art in and of itself,
Sure.
as I'm understanding that how they are, and there's just a great bunch of guys, and so they're going to come in. We have a lot of partners in this endeavor, and so we're going to facilitate it for the retailers and the restaurants, and the restaurants they're probably going to have one big musical event at the end of the night at one of those restaurants at 8 o'clock. And we'll announce that. But if you'll go, we're going to have a Facebook page, Hops and Shops.
Okay.
So those are your keywords. We'll link that up from CullmanChamber.org.
Right.
And there'll be a website as well that we'll have on there, and you can click the hyperlink and go to those participating to see what specials they're having and what they're doing that night.
I think it's so exciting to number one, to do this for the community, but also the fact that it's going to be a continual thing every second Thursday.
Yes. And the first one is May the 8th.
May the 8th, okay.
And that happens to be Strawberry Festival weekend.
Okay.
So that kind of kicks that off. And so every month, you know, there might be, we might throw some themes in there depending on what's going on around the community. But like clockwork, and especially for people like you and I, when you work during the day, you just can't make it to those cool stores during the day. So this gives us that opportunity to shop at night.
So the majority of those stores will be open, the ones that we like to go to.
Yes, and they'll be on the website, so you'll know for sure who's participating. But you know, we've reached out to a great many, and so I think we'll have a very high percentage of participants.
I think so too. I think this is so exciting to breathe a little bit of new life into the downtown.
We're very excited.
It seems like everything just sort of shuts down and closes up.
You're downtown, and when you speak of economic development, your downtown is the heart of your community, and when your heart's in good shape,
that's right,
it really flows out to the rest of the veins and organs and makes those more productive. And I think a lot of times people don't understand how important that is for your core. So this will really get people, we think, into the area, giving us exposure. And when they're here and they're in the visitor center, we can tell them about the other great things that Cullman has going on year round.
Absolutely, and the Brewers Guild is very active in this, and you've got a great group of men that have been doing this. Some of these folks have been brewing
a long time,
for 35, 40 years, you know, so they know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's a great hobby, I think, that they've done, and they seem to enjoy it.
They do,
I think it'll be a lot of fun.
And they're great folks too. So Leah, thank you so much for what you're doing. Thank you to all your great employees. You've got a great team over there.
We have an excellent staff. Thank you for bringing that, because I can't brag on them enough.
Oh, I'm telling you. And all of this is meant for the entire community, which we all benefit from it. So it's not just one person benefiting or two or whatever, but it's just good for the entire community. So remember that coming up. Tell us the date again.
It's May the 8th. It'll start 5 o'clock. Of course, you can go start shopping as soon as you get off, but officially 5 to 8 for the actual event, and then of course the restaurants will be open until 10 or 11.
Go and eat,
so
and
you can go and eat and enjoy the evening that night.
Yeah, and do some great shopping. Thank you. And of course, with us today, Leah Boland, representing the Cullman Area Chamber of Commerce. Great activities going on. Give them a call, 256-734-0454 if you need more info.